Welcome, welcome.
Hi, hi.
Welcome to the channel, Two Brothers Talking, TBT, international conglomerate of
Yeah,
bigness
in your head.
thing. In my head, it's so amazing. Up here.
Yeah,
So,
right.
Okay. We are going to talk today. It is
It's
his
turn.
and we are excited to be here. This is going to be quite the topic today. It goes perfectly with our channel and with your channel because you are here. So it goes perfectly with this, what this channel is all about. And this is what I want to talk to you, Avery, briefly about.
Okay.
I want to know why it is so hard for people to say what they want to say. People telling, so the topic is saying what you want to say.
Say what you need to say.
Giving your opinion as you think it, not as it actually comes out of your head. And this is in
Okay.
every situation.
So-
This is in political stuff. This is in church. This is in the supermarket. This is on a channel. This is with your friends. This is with your best man or your bridesmaid. This is with your wife. This is with your kids. Why is it? And I know my reasonings for it, but why is it that you can't say what you're thinking without this big, and we're seeing it in the world right now. We're seeing it on Fox News. We're seeing it everywhere. People are accosted in America for saying what they
Oh boy.
want to say. Why do people have to get offended about it? Why can't we just say, that is your opinion? I agree. I agree that you should have an opinion. I don't like it, but it's okay for you to have it.
So you and I are going to fight.
That's okay.
And here's why. Because, and this is going to sound accusatory, and it is what it is.
It is what it is.
You already do that. Pretty much. Am I wrong?
I already say what
You already
what?
it goes into your head, and you think I should be able to say this to whoever it is I'm talking to.
Yeah.
And I from my outsider's perspective, I would say that there have been people in your life that don't appreciate that. And
I would agree with you.
You have lost relationships because of it. Is that accurate?
It is very true.
Okay, so
what would you
that
say
is
just
why.
just from
I think that's why. I think that's why people are afraid
Okay.
to say what they're thinking, because they don't want to ruin a relationship.
now me doing that, and I want to ask
Because
you what
I
you think
don't.
about a percentage.
You and I don't do it the same, correct? Would you?
I
Would
don't
you
think
agree?
that we do.
Would you agree with that?
I would agree that we don't do it the same way.
I am.
Or at the same time or at the same level.
I feel like I am. How do I say this? I guess more politically correct. I'm not exactly politically correct, but more politically correct in that type of in what we're talking about than you are. I would say
Politically correct. I don't know what I'm trying to understand what that you're more right doing it
no
your way.
No.
Oh,
That's not
okay.
what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I'm more. There is a word that I'm looking for. I'm more
Passive.
passive. That's not the right word. That may describe it a little bit. This may be long, by the way. That's okay.
Yeah.
We try and keep these under 15 minutes. This one's probably going to be 20.
we do try.
So I would say that I am more lawyer-like. I think about how what I say is going to affect the person I say it to before I say it.
Okay. That makes
And
sense.
I feel like I
That
do
makes
that
sense.
more than you do. Would you say that that's accurate?
Yeah, I think that's probably right. Here's here's kind of where I guess I'm coming from, is that I try to choose in my life to not be offended by what people say or how they act, because I know that they're human. I know that everyone makes mistakes. And I know that the way that I think is not how other people think.
Right.
I am very aware of that. Very aware. But I'm choosing not to get offended. I'm choosing not to lose a relationship. I'm choosing not to let it sink deep down inside. And I take it on the face, or it hits my skin, and then I try to wipe it off and shower, and I'm done with it.
So you're saying you're better than everybody else?
No,
you are,
no,
because not everybody can do that.
I'm saying it's easier for me to do that.
So you're better at it.
I may be. That's right. And the crazy thing is about what you said, I'm sure that there are relationships that I don't have, that I don't know that I could have kept had I not said what I said.
Right. Absolutely.
And I may never know. And I'm okay with that.
So let me ask you
one,
this.
I don't know. I don't know
Right.
that I don't have that relationship. And two, I wish that they would still probably come talk to me and say, hey, we don't have a relationship because of what you said. And I'll be like, oh, that's why. Okay. Well, see you later, I guess.
You're looking. You wish you had closure on something you don't know that you don't have closure on.
No. I want them to have closure on something I don't know that I should have closure on. Or whatever.
Okay.
That's the thing. Like, you and I have had our tiffs.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
For sure. We probably still have some underlying
recently
issues that a lot of people would say, well, you should probably go see someone.
I need therapy.
But see,
dealing
that's
with
the thing.
Dealing with him.
Therapy.
I need therapy.
Therapy is another topic.
Oh, I know.
That we could talk about. Because I'm a little...
Okay, we'll talk about that another time, though.
Thinking that it's necessary. So anyway, so what I'm saying is, do you agree or do you not agree that people should be able to say what they're thinking, even though it might not be the best thing? I mean, if you're consciously trying not to hurt people's feelings, you should still be able to say it in a way that won't do that, and they should be able to take it in a way that's not going to do that, as a more constructive or creative criticism in some way, if they take it that way, or just say, well, that's how they feel. I'm not really going to change my life because of what they said. But do you agree that people should be able to say more of what they are actually thinking than keep it inside and never say it?
So yes, I do. I guess to answer your question, yes, I do agree.
Yeah, putting it that way.
Here's
right.
the problem with that, is that it all comes down to fear. Almost everything that we do, it comes down to some type of fear. Okay?
Very, very true.
And either, let's say I'm the person that is trying to say what I think, and you are the person that is listening. So I am afraid that what I say is going to offend, hurt, disappoint, name your emotion. It's going to do that to you. Okay?
Yeah.
And then typically I would say you may or may, to be perfectly honest, I don't know if you're even in this category. You might be afraid that if you hear that from me, then all of a sudden now you have to judge me differently based on what I have said. Because I've shared my opinion, and now,
Valid point.
and now you have to have a different opinion of me because of what I said. And that's a fear thing. So sometimes I think people just don't have the conversation because they're like, even husbands and wives sometimes I think don't have the conversation.
Absolutely.
Because they're like, well, if we have this conversation, it is going to lead down a path that is not going to be easy to come back from. And I don't know if our relationship can handle that.
And I am all about choosing your battles. I tell my wife all the time, I say, Gina, this is something that I don't want to have an opinion on at all for the rest of our lives. I will let you take this and run with it, just because I see going down.
You see where it's going to go.
If I have an opinion about it, and so I choose my battles, but that it is my choice to say, I will not be affected by this, even though my opinion is something different, it is not big enough for me to fight over or to lose a relationship. So I do that because there are things that I think are smaller that she may think are bigger.
Yep.
Do you think that we have progressed or evolved to be worse at talking to each other or better from, let's say, the 50s or the 30s or the 70s? Do you think people are saying less now than they would have before? Let's say you're married to your wife and you're on a farm and you have to plow for a living and there's no electricity and you barter with the guy in town for your groceries. Do you think at that point in time it would be easier to talk about things than it is now? Or would have been easier? I'm trying to see if it's gotten worse or better.
I don't.
In your
I
opinion.
don't know. I think so. Here's I think how it has changed. I'll just say how it has changed. I don't know if it's gotten worse or better, but here's how it's changed. What we have now. I'll just describe what we have now, and how it contrasts with what they had. Let's say even 100 or even 50 years ago. What we have now is the opportunity and the obligation, really, to have nationwide, statewide, nationwide, worldwide discussions about topics, because you've got
exactly what we're doing on this
forums,
channel.
and you've got YouTube channels, and you've got stupid Twitter. Oh my gosh, you've got all sorts of avenues to have a discussion with thousands of people, where 100 years ago,
you knew 12 people.
200 years ago,
you
knew the people in your village, and if you offended Silas is going to hate you for the rest of your life. And as it is,
and you're going to see Silas the rest.
And
of your life.
you got to go trade your hogs to Silas for, and that's going to be a problem.
Yep.
To be perfectly honest, I kind of miss Silas a little bit. I think I would have done really well in the 50s.
I think I would have as well. But do you think that you would have shared more? Your emotions and your feelings.
I think it would have been the same.
Everything. It would have been the same.
I don't
think so.
Maybe not.
I disagree with you.
You probably would have been more. You're probably right. You probably would have been more pent up, repressed. Just go to work, do your job, come home, and go to bed because you got to get up at 4 a.m. to milk the cows.
I also don't think that there is the image factor in the sense that everyone sees what you're eating and how you look on Facebook and Instagram.
Only if you post
there are magazines that get sent to your house showing you why this woman looks better than you, why this man is more ripped than you. So there is this stereotype of an image to uphold. Cyrus has a beer belly and loves his hogs and has bacon all winter long, but you don't care about that because that's what he does, and no one is.
He's not
and
drawing
the women,
you a picture and bringing it to your house.
No,
look what I had to eat last
and the
night.
women, correct, and the women aren't shaving their pits and their legs every other day because some little tiny hairs pop up. They're out there working in the field with you. No one's caring about whether you have Prada shoes on or not. If you have shoes, you're happy.
Doing good.
And so I think it has absolutely declined and gotten so terribly bad that people can't have a discussion and be okay with some sort of little opposition that doesn't exactly match what they think their perfect life should be.
Are you saying that our communication skills have gotten worse?
Absolutely.
You think they're worse?
And because of that, they're worse. Communication is absolutely... People are like this all the time. They get in wrecks. They worry too much. They don't have this. You remember when you and I would ask a girl on a date back in high school? I know you only had like one or two.
I don't want to talk about
that. Of those two, you asked them. You went to their house or you called them on the phone, maybe. But you saw them at a party and you said, Stephanie, I would love to go take you to pizza at whatever, or I'd love to go to the football game with you. Nowadays, Stephanie, you want to go hang? Well,
Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill. I got a group of people, or hey, they don't know what they're
There's
doing.
none
They
of
don't know
there's
how
none
to
of
do
this.
it.
Yeah.
No, they're scared to death. So I think that the communication has gotten so distant, so outstretched that when you actually get to somebody and you look them in the eye and you talk to them like a real person,
They get
they're
uncomfortable.
freaking out. They get uncomfortable, and they
are
think
you
that you're
guys
judging them. Oh, my
uncomfortable?
eyebrows aren't tweezed. Oh,
Are you uncomfortable if we're
is
this
there-
close to the camera, like looking
Right?
into your soul?
Right? So that's the thing. I want to be able, and obviously I don't want to be a bad person. I don't want to be a mean person. Of course I tell my wife she looks good in that, even if I don't believe it every now and then.
You're a liar.
There are battles that I don't want to have.
But here's the thing. I think that is exactly the point you're trying to make, though. I think you're willing to have more battles than the average person.
That's
what it is.
That's what it is. And the battles they're little skirmishes that end in a peace treaty and a big dinner afterwards anyway.
Maybe.
Well,
but that's what everyone.
Well, then they should tell me if they're not going to. If they're gonna shoot my house with arrows and fire from 300 yards away 5 years later, maybe you should bring.
But
that
how
up.
do you know?
Maybe I never will. But the friends that I have are friends that I can actually talk to, that I can say what's on my mind, and they're not like.
But how do you know? Maybe they are.
Because I don't have the other friends.
But maybe
because they're not even in my life.
Maybe the people that are in your life still are that way, but they're decent enough people. They're like, well, maybe he just needs a friend.
Maybe. I'll
It's
take
a pity
it.
friend.
I will take it. I will take it. It doesn't matter. I'm going to still be me. And if they continue to, even if it's just a pity friend, you know what?
Let's move this into a little bit different realm of conversation. Social discussion, right? It has become, when I say social discussion, it has become absolutely like you get poo-pooed big time if you start sharing your opinion and it's different than everybody else's opinion on some type of social media. Like there's so much freaking backlash that you can't even have an opinion unless it's the same as everybody else's. So,
nope.
Okay.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to have that same opinion. I can't.
I agree with you. I think we agree on the fact that you should be able to have your opinions. Things that become laws. Okay, so this is going to get a little deep. Things that become laws in this country, and I think this country for sure because we're a democracy. We vote on things like that. Things that become laws in this country, like murder, and they are things that are socially unacceptable. And a large enough group of the population has to say, you know what? We're not okay with pedophilia for it to become a law to say, okay, well, we're not going to let people do that anymore. Yeah. Okay? So things have to become so socially unacceptable that the majority of the population will say, we're not doing this. But what that means is if you have a different opinion, and please don't take this that I am in support of murder or pedophilia or rape or any of those other things. I am not. However, what if I have an opinion that is not socially acceptable? For example, the gay homosexual thing for a long time, hundreds, thousands of years, was socially unacceptable. It is now becoming socially acceptable.
Correct.
How far away are we from laws?
And that's the thing. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. And will it get to the point where you and I and maybe some other people will have to move out of the country because we don't agree with those laws? Maybe. Or maybe we just live in the forest by ourselves and we just deal with our own selves and we will not have as many friends or acquaintances because we're choosing to live our life a different way. It's the same with religion. It's the same with sex. It's the same with everything. Yep. I will do one. Can we play a little game? Can we
I don't like your games, but okay.
And I want you to start.
6.
Tell me and the viewers one controversial thing that you believe that other people would be like, no.
See, and this is exactly what you're talking about.
This is an example.
I am immediately
we don't
thinking-
want to lose subscribers. We don't want to lose people. But I want you to say something that you think other people are going to be like, no. And it's okay. Everyone, just so you know, this is okay. Keep watching. This is just a fun little game. I have mine. I already have mine.
I have a real issue with gender dysphoria.
Okay. There you go. He has an issue with it. It's not this talk. That's not the topic we're talking about. But he has an issue with it.
I still, accept people as people. I just have problems with people that think they're other people.
Great. Okay, my turn. Ready? I have a problem.
Oh boy. Yes, he does.
With our lunar landing. I have a problem with it.
That's not a social issue.
It's not?
No.
Let me say this differently. I don't think we ever went to the moon. There.
I'll get you a telescope.
There. You can see people? That's what I'm talking about. It's that kind of stuff. Can you have an opinion or can you not? Are you able to voice that opinion without backlash, or are you able to take the backlash, or are you able to not give the backlash to somebody else?
Wow.
Let's just live in peace together. Let's have fun with our own thoughts. Let's bring it in. Let's stay together and we'll just be happy. But thank you for watching.
Goodness. If you watch to the end
this has been fun.
Kudos to you.
This has been, right? But keep watching, keep coming back, because that's what we're doing on this show, is we're giving our opinion. That's all it is. You can watch it. You can like it or not. And
if you don't like it, that's
people
okay.
to communicate.
Please share your opinions with us, and we'll tell you